It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as a new battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start. At the 21-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, throw it over the middle to Evans. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. But he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Ah!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And he finds Cook. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Levante David in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out to the left here and complete to Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On second down, it's Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A give to Jones. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
pitch it out to Jones. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. A dump underneath to Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. The The give is to Jones. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Manning. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The Bucs want Jones to take this running back job and run with it, literally and figuratively, as he's back there on first down.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Check 26. Check 26.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Flex round. Flex round.
Here's a give to Jones running left. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is I'm
doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. The left side caught by Diggs. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This is Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the lead stretches 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive
fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Thielen with his first catch, and it's a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking sideline, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down. Over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't. Connect. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Flex round!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Gets out of a little bit of trouble there with a shifty move. He'll take it up past the 6. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Ohio!
He'll look to throw. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Give him 30 yards there. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
Jones. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Flex round!
They'll go again to Jones. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Howard. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Two 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
Come on, let's go! White 90! White 90!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And Brate, the tight end's got it. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. After the penalty, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And they try to sweep to Jones. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundering on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now it's the backup Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one, 45 yards. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground, and this time it's Murray. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. From the red zone now, Cousins. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. But we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he finds Cook. Fighting his way through contact. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
We're going. Let's go. Rhino. Two.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Noah Spence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. And he floats one there, incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
The Vikings on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 17.
Wide.
Back to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Two.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, got three down.
Here's Cousins. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Black, E2. Gun.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room.